Hello, lovely Arians. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your reading for October. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. I'm really happy to have you on board, and if you're not subscribed, then please jump on board. The cards I'm reading today are the Chiro Marchetti deck, the Gilded Tarot. If the readings don't resonate with you, that's fine. You can move on, or you can check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon, your rising and ascendant, and your Venus. Any information you need about me is below in the box. Beautiful. Let's see what's happening for Arians. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles is the first card out, and this is general energy for the month of October. And what this tells me is you're actually planning for your future here. Not sure what you're planning for, whether you've decided to put a savings plan in, you may be planning to go overseas, planning to travel, planning to visit someone, you could be saving to get married, but whatever it is, you are waiting for things to come to a fruition. So this is really nice energy for you. The only thing I'd say to you, this is a lot about patience. So if you're not a patient person, October's the month of being patient. Not everything comes to people very quickly. She is busy waiting for things to take shape here. So definitely a time to be waiting. It may not be a month where you see much action, Aries. You may be waiting for things to happen. Okay, so the first card we have out is the Hanging Man. How fun is that? Okay, so the Hanging Man is all about waiting. He's in his waiting room. He's hanging upside down so he can look at things from a different perspective. So I'm not sure what's happening for the Aries people in the month of October, but it's definitely a time of waiting to see. Definitely a time. So let's have a look at what you're waiting for. Okay, and Seven of Wands comes out, and the Seven of Wands is a card of being defensive. It's a card of sticking up for yourself. It's a card of fighting off people. You know, putting boundaries in place. Getting people to understand where you're coming from. Very, very much so. So I don't know what it is here. Maybe you've come out of something, Aries, and you're now forced to take this sort of wait and see stance. Maybe you've had some sort of altercation with someone that's put you in this very, very much, I'm going to build for my future, and I'm just going to take time out to see what it is I want and where I want to go. Okay, and then the Three of Pentacles is here, and again, building. This is a very, very unusual reading. So October feels like it's going to be a month of just building for your future. It's a month of fending off things, yes, and standing your ground on things. But it's also a month of taking time out to look at what you want. Definitely building here. Definitely building. The Three of Pentacles talks about building with someone else. It talks about a team effort, projects, putting in a lot of energy here to craft. Okay, let's get another card and see how we go. All right, and then we have the Ace of Swords. Listeners, you're crafting your way. You're putting things together to have a new start here. You know where you're going. You know where you're going, and this is where you're going. This is the new start you want. This is about refining yourself. It's about making yourself a better person. This isn't so much about creating things that you're going to work with. This is about you going inside and working towards something for yourself. Now, it could be that you've decided to go back and do a course. It could be that you've been, in a position where you need to learn something new. But this is very, very much about you, Aries. This isn't about doing for other people. Here's you putting up boundaries. Here's you defending things. Here's you working hard. This is about you personally, because you want this brand new start. Now, this start is about something that you've wanted, that you are working towards, a truth. It could be that you've always wanted to do a particular thing and you've never had the opportunity, because now you're putting down seeds. Now you're moving towards this thing you wanted really badly. It's something that you've always wanted here. It's something that you truly knew that you wanted to do, and you haven't had the opportunity. Now, the swords talk about thoughts and feelings too. Thoughts and ideas. So I feel like you're doing something to improve your status or your standing in the community. I mean, you could be working towards becoming like a police officer or a lawyer. But whatever it is, it's almost like you've thrown everything down to take on this new start. It's something you've thought about. It's something you've wanted to do since you were probably very young. And you're putting in a lot of effort and energy to move towards this now. Yes, it's your wish. This is really lovely. It's like you've always wanted this and you've never been able to have the opportunity to put it into realistic terms, and now you have this opportunity to move towards it. I like it. It's really nice. Now, the star here can talk about healing, but it's not like this here. It's definitely some wish that you've wanted, something you've wanted coming true here. And I feel like you haven't had the opportunity to do it in the past. So I feel like you've just gone, I don't want to be here anymore, and in October I'm going to put everything on standby. Everything can stay on hold. Don't care. I'm putting in my boundaries. This is what I want to do going forward, and you're reaching for it. And it's coming. You've got conflict from other people doing this too, because you're winning here at the price and the cost of others. But I think this is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. So often this card sort of makes it look pretty awful because he's killed a lot of people around him to get to where he is. But for me, this is something you've really wanted to do, and now you're standing your ground here and you're saying, this is what I want and I want to work towards this. And I don't know that you're not getting a lot of resistance about it. So maybe, you've just decided to chuck in your job and go and, try out for the police force, try out for the army, try out for something like that. It's like I've always wanted to do this and I've always pleased everybody else, and now I'm just going to fight you all and I'm going to do what I want to do. Yeah. So here comes the Hermit. So more thinking here, more going inside, looking at yourself, deciding what approach to take. You've already put the seeds down. You've already put the ideas down. You know the direction you want to go in. And now you're ready to take time out to see it take effect. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, and then we have the Page of Cups. This is an offer coming for something, and it could well be the offer you've been waiting for. So maybe you've gone to a lot of trouble thinking this out and putting in applications for it too, and waiting for something to come back. Maybe you've chucked everything out to go back to university. Maybe it's always been your wish to study at uni, but you've been busy, picking fruit up until now, and you've said to everybody, this is what I want. I want to be an actor. I want to be a singer. I want to go to uni. I am prepared to put everything on standby while I do this. And I feel that you're getting a lot of opposition. But you know what? This is something you've always wanted, something you've wished for since you were a child, and the offer's coming in here. So whatever you've applied for, it's on its way to you. So here's you taking on the energy of the Queen of Swords here, and I like that, because it's you now standing your ground and saying, you know what, this is what I want, and I'm going to do it. Look at me. So you've got your sword held high. You're not fighting at the moment, but it's ready. It's ready. You're ready. Look at you. You know what you want. You're not afraid to tell the truth, and you will definitely cut people out if they don't like it. Whatever it is, Aries, you're really going for it here. I love that you're taking on the energy. Look at this. Here's you now being so comfortable in you've made your decision. You know where you stand in all of this. Look at you. You're completely balanced. You know you've made the right decision. You know you're heading in the right direction. This is really beautiful because this tells me that you're so comfortable now. It's like you've had this thing nagging at your back forever, and now you can just sit back and know that you're answering this call, this dream, this want. It's in the bag. Beautiful reading, Aries. I like it a lot. You've made some huge decisions here. You've fought people, you've fought yourself, you've done everything you needed to do, and now you're going to reap the benefits. You're going to be able to do what you wanted to do. And I feel like it's something you've wanted to do since you were young. This isn't about an easy decision. I feel like October's the month when you really make your mind up that you're going to go after your dreams. You're going to go after what it is you want. The card you've got is Moon, and it says pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Beautiful. I feel like this is what you're doing here. This Temperance card has such a feeling of you just being right where you need to be. It's like, bugger you all. This is what I want, and I'm doing it, and you're comfortable with that. Lovely reading, Aries.